Where are Joe and Biggs ahead of where they were last year? What are they doing better?
I think anybody who comes in as a freshman and then coming into your sophomore year, just that, comfortable, how comfortable you are with the playbook and, how acclimated you are with how camp goes and how things are run, you can see a world of difference in both of them, just kind of knowing what's going on and, being on their toes instead of kind of being thrown off guard.
Are they both only at the will, or are they competing behind your spot?
Both Joe and I have been playing the mic,
Okay.
and James has been playing primarily will, yes.
So that's the same as spring, right?
Correct.
Rush end position, you look at those guys and think about all the talent you have there and the skill sets of these guys?
Oh, no doubt. Both those guys can run. They're very athletic kids. Frank Clark, you see him. You saw the plays he's made, the last 2 years. And, he's a heck of an athlete. And then, Taco Charles been coming in behind him, too. He's, done great things as well. Coming in the spring, he learned a lot, too.
Where's Mario?
Mario?
Yeah.
I believe he's there, too.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. I'm not too comfortable with the guys up front,
Yeah.
like exactly what positions they are, because they're always
Yeah.
switching ends and sides of the field. But, like I said, all those guys up front, I think, have done a great job of improving.
Have you seen some of those plays out of Frank in this camp too, or is that just?
Yeah, I saw him run down Devin the other day from behind and definitely show off his speed.
Yeah, and how did Devin take that?
Oh, he's talking about the angle he had on him, and he had to make this move and that move. Everyone's always talking trash out there, but it's all good.
Any early impressions on Gideon and McCray?
Yeah, they're both good guys. I mean, they're both very eager to learn. They're very tied up in school and everything like that right now, trying to finish up and trying to learn the playbook. When you come in as a freshman, you're kind of thrown off guard a little bit, and it's hard to always, keep up with the pace of everything. But I think both those guys have done a great job as far as getting in their playbook and learning and working on, technique and everything like that for the, being first-time guys, as well as, all the academic stuff they still have to finish up. They both done a tremendous job, in my opinion.
What have you seen out of James Ross? I mean, last year he played, came in, he was a highly talented freshman, came in, started playing, I think, around Air Force games, somewhere around there.
Yep.
What have you seen that transition to take his game to the next level coming in this season? Have you seen it, like the way he's playing out in the field early on? I know it's only been a few practices.
Yeah, again, it's only day 4, but I think level of comfort with him, both him and Joe, is something I noticed from my freshman year to sophomore year, just coming in, being confident, knowing the defense, knowing how camp works, knowing how things are run, how what the coaches expect. That's something that kind of brings it's a whole new world out there as far as compared to when you were a freshman, where you're trying to learn everything and you're kind of wide-eyed, didn't know what was going on. So I think both those guys just a lot more comfortable with what's going on and a better understanding of what to expect.
How's he looking physically? I mean, I saw that video of him just knocking a guy on his back in spring practice. I mean, should we expect more of that from this season?
I think a lot of guys have made improvements in the offseason. I know you can talk to Coach Wellman about that, but I think he stated some statistic about we lost so many pounds of fat and gained so many pounds of muscle. A lot of guys have made strength gains, and James being one of them. I worked out with him a couple times in the offseason, as far as he was my partner in the weight room, and I can tell that he made a lot of strength gains.
How excited are you to actually get to start hitting tomorrow?
I can't wait. I mean, we've been thudding up a little bit with half shells, but once it gets full pad, things get real, and I can't wait.
What sort of contact is there when you're out here without the full pads?
It's a lot of strips still, but I mean, you get a little more physical as far as especially the linebackers come down, offensive linemen, things like that. The first few days, everyone's kind of pushing each other around, but once you get the pads on, you can thump a little bit. But once you get full pads, things start getting real.